the Bistro Smokers.
Bistro Smokers.
Walter and
So
I.
this is what's good about this is I get to ask you questions.
Good.
Okay. It's hard to comment on the defending champs because they are the defending champs, but you know, I wasn't so excited about your body language coming up to the draft. I kept saying,
Really?
I don't think you and Walter are really preparing. You know, you're kind of blowing it off a
All
little
right.
bit.
Yeah, I remember
Because I
saying
worked
that.
with you a couple nights
I
a
laughed
week.
it off because Walter and I haven't did anything different. So.
I didn't think you were taking the draft too seriously,
Oh,
or like
okay.
maybe the fact that you are the champs. You know, you're saying, you know, you kind of got this already.
We never go into a season saying we got this. It's always tough.
I didn't think you were my initial observation coming up to the draft was, you know, I don't think Sal and Walter were focused.
We were focused. We're always focused, and we're focused now. We'll see. So that's your impression.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's yours.
And I think, you know, it was great you had the belt ceremony, but then
That was funny.
we
That was
come
funny.
back and you sit in the draft, and I thought that you guys were so unsure of yourself draft day. You know what I mean? And I mean, and I'm telling them right here, I just thought that the body language coming from that table was so negative, and I thought the draft was hard for you guys to handle, and I thought it was a difficult draft. Now, we know the bourbon bottle mystery might have added into this.
Well, we'll see. You know, let's be fair about the whole bourbon thing. At least multiple people drank out of the bottle.
Yeah, but not
Well, let me finish. At least Walter and I,
Was
right?
Walter drinking? That's what we want to know.
Walter had some drinks.
Okay,
I had some
because
drinks.
Chris and I were saying, what?
Torch had some drinks. You had some drinks, and whoever else, maybe one or two other people had a drink from it. So you're talking 4 or 5 or 6 guys from a bottle. Even if 4 people have a drink and then somebody else polishes the rest of the bottle, that's not a huge deal. But that being said, the first draft we were ever in, they had the $2 black labels. It was like the best draft I ever been as far as the alcohol was. They had this
American Legion.
$2 black labels. I mean, that's better than bringing your own bottle because you leave there spending less money than you bring a bottle. Every draft since then, Walter and I always brought a bottle, and we've always left with no bottle.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the one draft.
There was a
and then-
bottle of vodka that nobody even opened
and
up.
there was vodka, and then there was 3 drafts after that
Okay.
Walter and I
So
brought a bottle.
you're explaining the bourbon thing.
No. I'm thinking the only
I don't
time.
want the battery to
Well,
run.
the only time it's a problem is when you actually brought the bottle. So my next and last gift for you is the bottle of bourbon.
Oh shit! No,
I'm
I
thinking
don't remember that.
maybe you were just a cheap prick and you were worried about
Should
your.
we do a shot right now?
maybe we should. You were just worried about the bourbon. I'm sorry that you had to come with the bottle, and I'll know next time to bring my own, so you don't cry about it.
What is it?
This is 4 Roses. I put this up next to Woodford Reserve, next to any other one. Well, we gotta tap the bottle.
Whew. That's it. Only one little sip.
So
Thank you so much. Anyway,
Oh,
to
you're
get
welcome.
back because this is putting you on the hot.
I'm on the hot seat. I don't mind.
Hold
being
on one
hot.
second. I want to finish my observation.
Fair.
So, I questioned the prep that came out from the corner table and the champions. I thought it was a debacle, honestly. And I wasn't the only one that noticed it.
Okay.
And you know, Sal came up to me twice, and you never come up to ask me anything.
I don't.
So, and again, there was a lot going on back
You
there.
know, I did come up to him twice. I didn't want to give other guys wrong information, and I wanted to have at least a backup.
I'm respected. Like, so
Yeah.
if you're gonna come up and ask me, Sal knows it. I'm not gonna be like, he could come and I'm gonna give him the honest, respected answer. And that's why I'm always the best person to come ask, but I don't like when people come ask. Because if you say a name, you know, you gotta realize, you have already begun to set the wheels in motion with your team. You know, like, you know, Shore's not going to be where you drafted him. You're going to put him, you know, where Brock Holt probably is. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you see that.
So you could see some of that. But you still can't be happy with your draft after the 11th pick.
You know
Explain that. Explain those picks. Explain to me Jock Peterson, Michael Fires, John Lackey, Pedro Alvarez, Travis Denode, Brad Miller, you know, Shore, Taylor, Owings, Warren.
Out of all of those names, my most disappointing pick, and I'll say it, you know, Adam Warren, bad pick. We looked at him. We didn't panic because we never panic. And out of all the teams out of there, you'll see us. We make our decisions. So we were never unsure of ourselves. We knew exactly what we wanted to do. We never let more than a minute and a half go off the clock.
Yes.
Other people do that, and they go into the next time. That'll never happen to us. I stand by the Jock Peterson pick. We got him late. He went real early last year. He had a great first half. We'll see if he can improve on that. The guy has speed, so I expect him, and Walter and I expect him to get a lot more stolen bases than he normally gets.
He bats in the bottom of the lineup, so.
Mike Fears, John Lackey. Again,
I like Fires.
You know,
what do you call it?
whatever,
want to say his name.
whatever you want to.
I like the Astros.
I like him. I like. I'm not.
You can't tell me you like Pedro Alvarez. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's gonna sit.
You know, he had a year off.
I know,
like
he
him, and in that ballpark, he's gonna hit some home runs.
What about his batting
I'll go
average?
on. His batting average is going to be a little suspect, but we have other guys on
Travis
the team.
D'Arnaud in the 15th round. There's some free agent catches out there that better than
You know,
him.
I don't think so. And this is an if, but in the 15th round to take a gamble on a guy over the last 2 years that is only second in OPS to Buster Posey out of all catchers, I think that's a great gamble at the right spot, and that's our starting catcher. So,
Can you explain to me the Brad Miller, Chris Owings part of your middle infield?
I don't mind it. I expect a 50-50 from Owings. I like that, and I love Brett Miller's flexibility and his eligibility. So he's going to start all the time. He may get benched today. I think he won't play, but he's going to get a lot of at bats. And guess what? There's not many teams that are going to do in season waiver wire ads and drops like us, so we'll have to play it out. And you already see that we have Travis Shaw coming.
Yeah. Well, I see the wheel out on that.
You know, we have some stuff.
This
going
concerns
on.
me though a little bit. I mean, Michael Taylor, Pedro Alvarez. Do you see, the kind of platoon plays now?
You know, I love Michael Taylor.
Yeah, he deserves an opportunity.
He's going to be he could be the Lorenzo Cain of this year.
Okay.
Very fair, because I remember.
Lorenzo Cain always played.
Well, you laughed at me last year when we took Lorenzo Cain.
I tied to Lorenzo Cain. I had him 2 years before.
And
you laughed at me, and now he went in the first or second round, whatever he went high again. But this is what the Bistro Smokers do. There hasn't been a pre-draft or a post-draft.
Explain Jock Peterson to me.
I love his power, and I think he's going to combo that with speed. Let's see if he can hit. I think he'll hit 240, 250 this year.
That's low.
Well, that's low, but in where we need him to hit. If he's hitting 240, 250, and he's getting 20 stolen bases and minimum 20 home runs, that's a great spot to get him in the draft.
I think there's too many guys in the team.
Cano in the 4th round. Are you kidding me?
He's got a couple of
Rizzo.
home runs
When you pair Garrett Cole with Maeda, and you have James Shields as your 3rd, Mike Fiers as your 4th, another 150 strikeout guy.
Again, he's like Tyson Ross. He's on a bad team. John Lackey's not going to repeat like last year.
We never know. I'm not a huge Lackey fan, but he can. When you get a guy like Robert Stevenson that is already going to get a start Thursday against a bad Phillies team, it's just a spot start, but it shows that he is wild. But all these young boys are wild. Let's see if he can make the step.
Okay.
I think our wild card is going to be Clay Buchholz.
Okay.
I hope he can stay.
I forgot to even say it. How many chances are people going to give him?
Well, let's see. We're going to give him a chance, and we didn't get him. We didn't get him early. We didn't reach on him. We got him late. We got him with the 21st pick. If you're going to take a gamble, it's with the 21st pick. It's not going to be with the 5th pick. So I think I'm really excited about the team. We have 2 shutdown closers. I really like Ramos. I love Houston Street. Ramos walked a couple guys last night. Didn't look impressive.
It's hard in the beginning of the year.
It's the beginning of the year, but I like the 2. I really like those 2 closers. I'm actually impressed with our team.
Right. Honestly, I think this is a horrible team. And I'm not saying it.
No,
I know
it's fair.
mean. I don't want to be mean because Sal's so good to me.
Mean.
But
see, this is called thick skin.
There's
nothing you can say to me.
Honestly, but I said this about you last year and you won the title, so you should like this. I thought they just were out of their element draft day. They got beat up in the draft room. There's just so many question marks on this team, and there's just so many guys that I just do not have faith in. I think this is a pretty bad team. And
what are the odds that you want to give us?
My odds, this is a 400-1 team.
Wow.
Bottom 5.
Wow, bottom 5. I think by default we can't finish in bottom 5. But I appreciate your honesty.
I don't like this team.
And
I'm sure there's a lot of people saying, you know what, Richie, you're right. And Richie, that's good. You have balls to say it right to his face. But anyway, let's move on because we do have to worry about the battery, and I know what.
No, that's fine. We're good.
I don't know if it's the whatever, but we got 5 more teams to talk about. Oh, another thing too, before we go to this, one thing about Bistro is he also added to the ease of the first 6 teams where position 4, 24 home run, and position 5, Bierman Brothers, because they were surrounded by Darryl and Joey, and believe it or not, on the other end was Bistro. Bistro had such a bad draft, he was another reason why Bierman and 24 home run had an easy time. But let's go to Bierman
I
Brothers.
disagree, but that's okay.